everyone, this is Peter Stone. I'd rather be out at a fair and a festival talking about the things I love. For example, if I was at a horse fair and I loved horses, if I was at a bicycle show and I loved bikes, if I was at a nautical sea life or a Highland Fair festival, and those are the things I love, that's the type of jewelry I would sell, because then I'd be talking with people I care about, people that have the same passion, and then I'm sparked. I'm stoked. I'm not sitting in my motorhome. I'm out talking with people, making money, having fun, and making money so I can continue to see my family and friends up in the north in the summertime and south in the wintertime. Because I know sometimes finances, you can't do it. And I ask some people, why aren't you going north? Well, I don't have enough money. Well, this is a really good tool to do that. Click on the link below. Check it out. Let's work together. I can help you out in the price of the jewelry. Wholesale is what the price of each package is. Everything else is a bonus, 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 bonus. I packed my 30 plus years together to help you out and make this easy. You don't need to have all the learning curves I had. That there were many times I wanted to drop out of this, but you don't need to do that. I've done it all for you. Peter Stone, click on the link below. Keep in touch. We'll keep in touch with you. I'll see you at a show. Hey, good evening, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon. Depending where you are in the world, I'm going to say good morning here from Samut Prakan, Thailand. And I want to say hello to all of you that are interested in a life of freedom, to get out and go to fairs, festivals, and events. I mean, don't we all know that they've tried to box us up and tie us up for pretty close to a year and a half, and it is time to get out to fairs, festivals, and get back in. We have something to be festive about, right? It's time to get back in, stimulate the economy, right? Show up, but show up. When you show up at a fair and a festival, which many people have for probably many years, they go out, it's festive. You work all week long. Now you go to a fair and a festival and you save your money. You spend it there in a condensed weekend, or could be 2 or 3 days. Some fairs and festivals go for weeks, like some Renaissance fairs. And you can see the Peter Stone Celtic jewelry is our premier jewelry line that we started way back in the early 90s. I knew in my heart of hearts that the Celtic jewelry, that all life is intertwined, and that's reflected in the beauty of our Celtic jewelry, probably as the finest Celtic jewelry in the world. I'll repeat that. The finest Celtic jewelry in the world, handmade. We have all of our own original designs. We have traditional, we have ancient, we have modern, we have all kinds of Celtic. I even created a line of Celtic sea life jewelry because people love that Celtic twist, that knot work. So my name is Peter Stone, and I'm the founder of Peter Stone Jewelry. And I started this company way back in 1987. I did start it overseas. I started in Thailand. I started by buying jewelry here and bringing it to America and selling it. And I built a company, and I gave Americans jobs. And then I actually gave Australians jobs and Brits jobs, but most jobs went to the US of A. And we built our company, and we built it for many years. We did opposite of what most people do. We didn't build a company in America and then send it overseas. No, we helped everybody involved. I mean, that really makes me, I'm happy about that. I'm very happy that, yeah, there's borders, but we're here to make the world a better place ultimately. But we got to make it at home first, and then we can help others. That's like when you're on the airplane, right? The oxygen mask drops down. What do they say to you? Put it on first, so then you can help other people. So you got to be in your space. You got to be doing what works to be able to help other people. So this is just one of the philosophies. And at the core, just so everyone here knows what is at the core of the Peter Stone values. My value and the way I've done things ever since day one, I mean, I really stumbled around for almost 10 years figuring this out. I never made a piece of jewelry in my life, but I knew I could make it better than what other people were doing. And we've done that. I have a team here. We've done that. And many people out in the world know about Peter Stone jewelry and the difference. Some whine because they say, oh, it's expensive. Really? Is it? No, it's not. And then on the other hand, I was in a show in New York. And so one day, a woman who's selling on Amazon, a low baller, just moving big volume, just cheap. How cheap can I sell this jewelry? She comes to our booth, really nice booth. We're selling to many people like yourselves, resellers or resellers to be with fairs, festivals, and events. And she goes, oh my God. We gave her this price. We did all this work, gave her this price. She goes, oh, no, I need Chinese slave labor price. I'm like, you're at the wrong company. And so we just move on. I don't pay attention to that stuff because she's just going to lose in the end because you want to pay attention. When you start your business, you want to travel and make money. Pay attention. Travel, don't fail. Travel, don't struggle. Travel and make it an adventure. That's what you really want to do. Because that's what I've done that all my life. I've traveled over 101 countries and I love it. And that's why I'm here to share what I learned. So back to the fair in New York. This girl on a Saturday, no, actually it was a Friday. It's like a 4 or 5 day show there. Back in 2016, and then a couple days later, these women came quite nicely dressed. You could tell they had money. They had a nice store. They worked hard. They knew quality. They knew value. And on the flip side of the chart, they said, how do you make this jewelry so cheaply? So inexpensively? How can you do that? Well, I'm like, let me see. She said it was way too expensive. They said it's too cheap, too inexpensive. So these people had a nice business. They were used to $10,000 minimum orders. Why? They knew how to make money. It's really simple. And this other girl's just trying to figure it out, like struggle, like get the cheap. She thinks price is it. I mean, like 35% of people think price is the thing. But those are the people that are struggling. You look at someone when you go to a fair and a festival and event, look at their booth, look at how they're set up, see what they're selling, see at their price, look at the quality. You know this. This is life. You go to a store, it's exactly the same way, right? If you have a store on Main Street, I'm encouraging you to add to your income because we know Main Street hasn't been as busy as it used to be. So, and if it's really slowed down, then maybe you want to take your assets and get out to fairs, festivals, and events. At least try it. Get out there and you'll be amazed. Because people are not walking up and down Main Street necessarily with intention just to come in your store in a compressed period of time, spend money, because your store is going to be there every day, unless you live in some states. So I'm not going there, but we know what's going on. So you know what's going on, and so it's time to plan. It's time for change. It's time to look around and say, what can I do to add income? So we've been around, Peter Stone's been around for 3 decades. We've had every challenge that you have if you've been around that long, if you're that old, right? So we've had every challenge and we've got through and we've propelled. And because when you're pushed and you're put in a corner, you either drop or you fight. And I mean fight like you figure out a way out. In other words, how are you going to continue having business? You just got slammed, like the silver price went up 1,000%. We figured it out. We're here. And that 1,000% was back in 2011. So also we had a lot of inventory. I sold off a lot of slower moving inventory at that time, and I made a profit because you see this certificates behind me. Our silver always has more than 925% of silver content. So not only when you invest in something that's small, easy to pack, put in even in your car, if you're not living on the road or traveling on the road for a month or two, or for a year or two, or for a decade or two, you have the ease. And number one, the ease. Look, these displays are small. They fit in a box, and a cardboard box. The signs go inside. The square ones in the back, in the middle, the tops lift off of those. Inside is a storage. So and in the back of these ring trays that are angled up, there's a storage drawer in the back. I have videos that takes you through all this. You see this displays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 displays will make you many hundreds of thousands of dollars. It seems hard for some people to grasp, but I know because I've done it, and many of our customers and clients have done it. That's how I can say it with confidence, with expertise. I've designed, and my team, all of these displays that you just saw. They work, and they're rubber wood, environmentally friendly. We don't go and cut down beautiful oaks, even pines, okay? These are rubber wood. What's rubber wood? Rubber wood is where the sap drains out for 30 to 45 years, and it is latex. It is white latex. Latex is what rubber's made out of. So the tree's producing latex and rubber products for us for 30 or 45 years. Then we cut it down and use it in these beautiful displays. And when the person cuts it down, we give them a job. They don't trash the wood, or it's not one time. They replant that tree immediately, and within 6 months, in many cases, that tree is reproducing. But definitely in a year and a half, that tree is full on producing again more latex, more rubber products, and giving a person a job in a third world that really needs it, out in the countryside of Thailand or Malaysia, could be Vietnam. I mean, in Asia, rubber trees, okay? Maybe even Indonesia, I don't know. But I know here what we do, and they're compact. So the big display holds 64 different kinds of jewelry, the tall big one, and the small big one holds 32. And then the other two on the right-hand side, those are called the great display unit. Why? They hold up to 9 different types of jewelry: anklets, bracelets, rings, baby rings, pinky rings, thumb rings, queen size lady rings, children's rings, earrings, pendants, charms, body jewelry. I mean, it's really more than 9. And chains, neck chains, necklaces if you want. And then on the side of the rack, there's 2 levels, one for an anklet level and one for a bracelet level. These are really nicely designed tools. They work. They've been working for 20 years now. We've had these displays, small, easy, lightweight, compact. But, there's one thing. You have to bend and you have to twist and you have to lift, and they're not so heavy, but you're constantly bending and twisting all day long. But once they're set up, you don't have to move them. But what you do have to do is you have to reach out and get the money from the buyers at the fairs, festivals, and events. While you're doing that, you think, hey, that store I had, I want a little more freedom. Or maybe I'm just going to, I did good at my store. I'm doing good at these fairs. I just doubled my income. Little extra effort. And you had to get out and you had to get fresh air, sunshine, vitamin D, build the immune system, get out with some people and smile and live into life. And have a life of freedom. People, everyone, I can't think of one person, I don't know, that I don't think I know anyone that doesn't want to travel someplace sometime. They have a dream. I mean, that's our nature, discovery, spiraling outwards. And fairs, festivals, and events are like the perfect way. You're staying fit. You're outside, fresh air. You're meeting new people, building your email list face to face, not online with email, but you can do that too. So you're at a fair and a festival and it rains out. Oh, turn on your computer, start doing some sharing and marketing online while it rains. Let it rain. Let it rain some money, right? Let it rain some money. Well, you can't go out in the fair, so what? I got an online store. Let me push it a little bit. Let me do some social media posts. Oh, that list I collected at the last 6 shows, let me sit down and contact some of those people, see how they're doing. Oh, yeah, by the way, we have some new designs for you. Peter Stone, with our drop ship program, you can stack it on top of this to get another benefit. Because with jewelry online, while you're at the fair, festival, and event, people are seeing your jewelry online. Like you put 300 designs up. You don't have to have the inventory. It's drop ship. We ship it for you. Been doing that for 20 years. This is nuts. This is just like, I just showed you how to triple your income. Triple your income. Is that interesting? Do you really want to go out and struggle on price? Or you want to spend a little more? It's not spending. Let's get it right. We're investing. You're investing in your future. You're investing in your freedom. You're investing in your health. You're investing in your wealth. This is so packed with, and one thing that's really good. This isn't like, okay, you're online, you're in a box, you're trading stocks or Bitcoins or whatever. How exciting is that? They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. I mean, it's nice to make the money, right? But that's goes way beyond that, okay? What it goes into is a lifestyle of freedom. You can still be on the computer. You can still buy some Bitcoins, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to sit in your back, sitting in a chair. You're in a motorhome and you're out traveling and coming. You want to sit in your computer all day? No, that's why we travel. So one more huge plus. So I mentioned it at the intro. So if you weren't here for the intro, if you love horses, like in Ocala, Florida, they just built the World Equestrian Center. Huge. It just opened. Like, it was delayed a little bit, but it just opened. Huge. So if you like horses, why wouldn't you go there and sell horse jewelry, meet people that love horses too, and talk horses? If you love Renaissance and fencing or what history, right? If you love that, the fairs that the fairs that they had 3, 4, 5 centuries ago. Yeah, it's like 5 or 6, right? And you love those. And those, so you go there and you talk with other people that love that stuff too. And you're in your element and you're making money, right? You're doing what you like. It's the hobby. It's your passion. So I've done this all my life because I love to travel. And I mean, my history, that's my proof. My proof is the pudding. Is in the pudding, actually. The things I've concocted: Peter Stone jewelry, dive silver jewelry, my love for the ocean. Took me 10 years after I started the jewelry company because I had to figure out and get the cash flow. Then I could do exactly what I wanted. But I did what I wanted when I was traveling, but I mean the design collection. So I have some amazing programs, and I'm going to talk about those later, but this is a lifestyle that is second to none in my book. So what do people do? You think about it. People work hard 30, 40 years, save up all their money, and they watch the nickels, the dimes, the pennies. They watch it all. They got it all. And you buy this beautiful motorhome. What do they do? What have they been dreaming about year after year, decade after decade, traveling? So, honey, we're going to go travel the country, right? The kids are gone. But you don't just get bored by traveling. I mean, if you don't want to get out and go to fairs, festivals, and events and mix with people, I get it. That's fine. I mean, you could make a little cash online if you want to have a hobby, creating a line of jewelry that belongs to you, or selling Peter Stone jewelry that you like in sterling silver or gold. You don't have to buy the gold inventory. We'll give you images for gold jewelry. So you make, a bad day at a fair or festival is probably $300. A bad day. And kind of an average day might be, depending on the fair, the festival, maybe $1,000. Depends. Could be $500. Depends where you're going, how many people go through there. There's a lot of factors, but it depends what you want to have. That's the beauty of it. You choose. You choose the level of the fair, the size of the fair, small, big, the type of the fair, where the fair is going to be, because you're traveling to where you want to go. It's your life. And so many people have always, they've worked for somebody else all their life, which I've worked for somebody else. I worked for that guy, right? Okay. So, and I worked for my freedom all my life, or that girl, whatever. I just followed my heart. I followed my desire since I was a kid. I've had a lobster boat business in the little town of Manchester by the Sea. Some of you maybe saw that movie. That's where I grew up. That's what I did. I worked on those boats when I was in high school. And before, actually, I started hanging around the docks when I was 5 years old and building carnivals. I've always been entrepreneurial, but I always did the things that were fascinating, interesting to me. And I got money because I did it. I loved building a carnival, right? I'm 7 years old, big, giant, real erector set, right? It's a Ferris wheel and these spinning ride rings and a merry-go-round. I built those things. 7, 8, 9 years old, 10 years old. And they used to pay for my lunch. And I'd return their drink bottles and get 2 cents when 2 cents was like 25 cents. So I was always curious and I wanted more. And the horizon of the harbor of Manchester by the Sea said, get out and be free. Right? And that's what I'm talking about here. We have an entry-level program, a second-level program, a mid-level program, and an enterprise program. You can start at any level. It's just a lot of fun. You meet a lot of cool people from all over. And you're making money. I don't know. Life is a struggle for some people. Why? Because they're told what they should be doing. You know what you should be doing? You should be doing what you want to do, because the money will show up. There's no walls really that says you have to confine to whatever you're doing unless you build them yourself. And I'm here, and I do this every day. I'm here to help you break those bars, those walls, those prisons, that the mental prison that we have, because the new moon is coming up here. Is it the new moon? It is the new moon coming up on the 10th of June. It's a new cycle, the new moon. So why do I have a program on the new moon? Why do I have a program on the full moon? You might ask. That program is all about the mindset to be free. That's it. If you're overweight, if you're not feeling physically energetic, you're not feeling free. You can't be. You could say you are, but I'll tell you, if you shed those pounds and you eat good food, you're going to find a freedom that you never could imagine. I mean, because I don't know what your lifestyle or anything, but you're going to feel so strong and so vibrant in this energy. Like you get like, wow, I'm so energetic. I never felt this good, by making some shifts. And I talk about a different subject every new moon and every full moon. And what sparked me, I did a TV show back in 2017 called Stepping Up and Stepping Out, making 2017 your best year yet. Same subjects, because life repeats. And we want to stay on top of our game. We always have these challenges. Doesn't matter if you're really fit, but the people that are really fit work harder to be fit because it feels so good, but it's not really work. It's like they're propelled forward now. It's like a pleasure to do the things that we're supposed to do that were really hard before. I know this because everything I'm talking about here, I've been on both sides of it. I've been on the prison side. Even though I was traveling on ships around the world, I was still like, there was always more. Okay, that's all. It doesn't matter what more means. Everybody, their more is different. Okay, for me, it was traveling more cultures, more people, more like what different kinds of foods that people eat, and what do they talk about, what do they drink, and what's their culture about, what are the symbols. Like I just was hungered for symbols and design in every culture to each country I went to. And I personally brought them back, felt the energy, and put them in the Peter Stone jewelry. I didn't just go cha-ching, make a piece of jewelry, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching to make money. No, I did it as the jewelry journey, the Peter Stone, my own Peter Stone jewelry journey, because I didn't think that, oh yeah, I'm going to grow up and be a jewelry maker or a jewelry seller. I didn't have any idea. I just wanted change. And because jewelry is so small and compact and easy to carry, that's what this seminar is about, is that it's small, compact, easy to carry, and you make money when you carry it and you offer it to people. And when I said, holy crap. And I tested it and people loved it. And I'm like, wow, more, do more, do more, do more, do more. Then before I knew it, I bought a little, sold a little, bought a little. Then I made a little and sold a little, but it was a huge learning curve for me, for us. Yeah, it's a learning curve, but it was fun because I'm learning stuff the whole while. Not like I wanted to give up, because I had such a goal of, like, I'm going to travel more. Okay, so it's working. I get a little feel that it's working. This thing is working. I'm making money. Let me make some more. Let me buy some more. Let me make some more and make some more money and do it and do it and do it. And then one day after 10 years, I took a breath, because I had no cell phone. I had no online. I had no Google Maps. I had nothing but me and my drive and some magazines to advertise and some books and a few airline tickets and rental cars. And I built this thing. And you get the benefits. And I'm telling you, I have put together packages like nobody else has done before. I will tell you, nobody has got a package like this and got the experience behind the package to support you and give you an answer for every single one of your questions. I have answers. And speaking about questions, you want to subscribe to this channel for sure. You really want to subscribe. So you want to join us on Instagram, follow us. And on the other social media, like us and join us. Join our groups. So you heard me talking about the new moon, stepping up, stepping out. You heard me talking about a little bit about the full moon. So in 2017, I did a whole year worth of stepping up, stepping out. Every other week, I did a TV show. Every other week, I did a podcast. For an entire year, I committed. Like, I never did any of that kind of stuff. I never was in a studio. I did it by myself. Like, I didn't have anybody interviewing me. I just had to do it. I just did it because I felt I had to do it. Why did I do it? Why in 2016, December, did I decide, okay, I've got a subject. What's the subject? I've got a tool. It's not just stuff that I want to talk about. It's stuff that helps the community. It's a community TV show. So we all, like more than 50% of people have a New Year's resolution. It lasts about 3 weeks for 95% of the people, and the other 5% actually do something about it because they stick to the game, because they're tired of it. The weight, the fitness, the finance, the whatever it is that you wrote down for your New Year's resolution or the goals you're going to set for the new year coming. So I love the outdoors. I love nature. And what I really love to do is discover tools that sit right in front of your face like a big, bright light to be much more of a alarm or a switch or a reminder than your annoying phone. And what is that? That's the full moon. Every 28 point something days is a full moon. I said, so many people fade out after 3 weeks on their New Year's resolutions that, but the full moon pops up. And I love the full moon. I love by the ocean. Everybody does. I see it on the social media, Facebook, all these places all the time. Look at the beautiful full moon. Look at the beautiful switch, switch, switch. The bright light switches in the sky to go back and review your goals 12 times, sometimes 13 times a year. So you don't get by, but that's 4 weeks and the curve is 3 weeks. So I said, oh my God, people fail in 3 weeks, and that's 4 weeks from one full moon to another. New moon, as I just said, on the 10th. So I decided, okay, every 2 weeks, new moon, full moon. And during those times, the magnetic energy is very high. And a new moon is a perfect time to start new projects, or to just previous of the new moon, you clean up all the things that didn't work and you start the new things that you want to make work. Now, when the full moon comes, I mean, we all know about the crazy energy on the full moon. Capture it, use it to your benefit. If you can't sleep, get up and write and plan and say, what are you going to do tomorrow? We all get by in a few hours sleep every now and then. You got to catch up in the afternoon. Go lay in the sun. When you have a lifestyle of the fairs, festivals, and events, you choose. Oh, I can't. I got to work. Really? Well, what do you mean you gotta? Who said you gotta? Go look in the mirror, have a conversation, and decide what you gotta do with your life at this point in time. There's so much change going on. We can sit back, we can reflect, but freedom is so valuable. It actually sparks more creativity, and you make more money, you feel better, you're fitter, and you're funner. You have more fun and happiness when you live into a life of freedom. I could go on for years about this, and I will, but not in a row here. It's a powerful tool. I'm going to be talking about all the packages, and you can ask us. So I asked you to please subscribe. And if you don't have direction, put some direction in your life, which could be north, south, east, west. You choose it. That's the exciting part. Oh, I don't have enough money. Guess what? We have funding for payments, 12 payments over a year, all kinds of funding that's not credit cards. There's also interest-free credit cards for a year, 5 years. These packages will get you out of your, well, you got to be a little bold. You got to be a little brave. You got to take a little risk. There's not much risk, but it's only the mental risk that you or your friends will tell you. Well, you can't do that. Yes, you can. Gas price going up. Yeah, okay. That's right. So I should sell one more piece of jewelry to pay for the extra gas. I should stay a little later. You know, the fair's closed and you stay an extra 15 minutes. Some stragglers are coming by, and 9 out of 10 times, I like to stay late. I used to keep my store open in Key West, Florida, up exactly till 11 o'clock, maybe a little later. And like 5 out of 6 nights, people wouldn't be there. But that one time, I mean, I remember the one time, one Cuban family walked into the Key West store. They were on a holiday and bought $1,100 worth of jewelry. I'm like, yeah. Back then, that was a couple days sales in less than 45 minutes. Of course, I'm staying open. You know, it's a little extra effort. You know, if you want to leave early, where are you going? Anywhere. You just go hang out and get on your phone, hang out and go waste your time, or make that time valuable and catch the extra bonus when everybody's packing up. Let me get out of here. Well, if you feel like that, you shouldn't start that in the beginning. I mean, I get it. If you're really tired or something, that's a different story, because we're making so much money all day. Busy, fun, sometimes exhausting, but good exhausting. So get paid to travel. Look, you probably have a lot of questions. Is it that easy, Peter? It is that easy, or simple. Easy because it takes work. It takes effort. Got to get up, move, a little bit of planning, not that much. I mean, get on the road and drive until you find a fair and festival and pull over and go find out how much it costs. 10, 20, 25, could be a really nice one, might cost you 100 for a day. Set up and make 1,000. Next, you can look on your phone. Local fairs and festivals. I mean, they're just endless. So that's just a little bit of a touch of what I'm going to be doing this week, next week, and the whole month of June. I'm going to go do some deep dives here. But I want to do the overview. I want to get the people's interest so that you come back. When you come back, you're going to get some true benefits and really live the life that you want to live into. So my name is Peter Stone, and I appreciate you visiting. Please leave your questions. Leave your questions. We'll answer them. I'll talk about them tomorrow. If you leave enough interesting questions, I'll answer them. I'll answer them all because they don't have to be interesting. They have to be necessary to get the answer, to get started, to live your life of freedom, finance, fun, fitness, all package stuff. I'll see you later. This is Peter Stone. See you tomorrow. Hello, everyone. This is Peter Stone. I'd rather be out at a fair and a festival talking about things I love. For example, if I was at a horse fair and I loved horses. If I was at a bicycle show and I loved bikes. If I was at a nautical sea life or a Highland Fair festival. And those are the things I love. That's the type of jewelry I would sell. Because then I'd be talking with people I care about. People that have the same passion. And then I'm sparked. I'm stoked. I'm not sitting in my motorhome. I'm out talking with people, making money, having fun, and making money so I can continue to see my family and friends up in the north in the summertime and south in the wintertime. Because I know sometimes finances, you can't do it. And I ask some people, well, why aren't you going north? Well, I don't have enough money. Well, this is a really good tool to do that. Click on the link below. Check it out. Let's work together. I can help you out in the price of the jewelry. Wholesale is what the price of each package is. Everything else is a bonus. I packed my 30 plus years together to help you out and make this easy. You don't need to have all the learning curves I had. That there were many times I wanted to drop out of this, but you don't need to do that. I've done it all for you. Peter Stone. Click on the link below. Keep in touch. We'll keep in touch with you. I'll see you at a show.